I think my interest today is in Tennessee. You know, the snow, man, big snows blowing all through the Texas and Oklahoma and, you know, all the way up. And I'm sure Tennessee's got a big bunch of snow too. So I'm thinking about a sculpture I have there and how nice it was to put it in the warm weather. It's in someone's stairwell. Joanne and Al Hageman, they bought it. They just bought it, you know. They just loved my work and they just bought it. And I think that's a true joy, you know, any way you cut it, because it's like something having a home. You're sending it from here to here to here, and now it's formal. It has a future life, and I'm really pleased about that. The sculpture is called White 6 and 10 Flower. You know, there's 6 petals, there's 10 flowers. So I think in a way it's kind of like naming your yellow dog. You know, you just call it what it is, and that makes sense, you know, as a name. But at the same time, you know, the question really is about numbers, because there's numbers in it. 6 is a big deal number, although I used to be totally partial to 5. Now I'm kind of friendly with all those numbers, like 4s. I never used 4s, but now I do. You know, that's really interesting. 6 is like a hexagon. It's like a building block of God. The physical universe is made up of hexagon-shaped things that literally hold the world together. And 10's a very interesting number. You know, I use 10 rarely because it is so dividable. You know, I mean, I'm not real prone to numbers with nothing in the middle. So there's 4 on this side, there's 4 on this side, there's 5 on this side, there's 5 on that side, and the center then just of it runs clear. It does break. You are able to break the spatial components up when you put it together. That makes some kind of sense for that number. I'm sure I could make one with 11 flowers or 10 flowers. I've made something recently with 14 flowers, but they were in a sphere. They were not flattened out, you know, on a wall, so you wasn't reading them the same way. But I love the piece. The piece was actually belonged to a friend of mine who bought it in Dallas quite a few years ago. It hung in his house. I managed to get it back from him in some kind of way. I don't remember what we did. Probably I traded him something for it, but I got it back. It's been in a couple of shows since then. It was in a couple of shows before then. You know, there's like a little history of where that piece has been seen. And one of the proudest places it's been seen was in Splendora. It was in an exhibition in Splendora, which is where it was when the Hagemans got it. And I was here. So I went to Splendora, got the piece ready, made arrangements to have it put in a pickup truck, and a couple of guys drive it up to Tennessee. And they drove it up. They had a great time. Said they really enjoyed it. They hung the piece, and it looks great. And, you know, my prevailing sense about the whole thing is, hey, thank you.